This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. Florida's black bear hunt is back for the first time in a decade. As WMNF's Chris Young reports, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, or FWC, voted unanimously yesterday to finalize the controversial hunt.
The FWC says the goal of the hunt is to control the black bear population in the state. The hunt will run from December 6th through the 28th. Wakulla County Commissioner Fred Nichols spoke in favor of the hunt during public comment.
The current bear population has rebounded to levels that can sustainably support a regulated hunt, and it's time we recognize both the ecological and cultural benefits of doing so.
However, conservation advocates say the commission doesn't have enough data to justify a hunt and calls tactics like using dogs and baiting bears cruel. They also pointed to the bear hunt in 2015, which ended early after hunters killed more than 300 bears in 2 days. Susanna Randolph is the chapter director for Sierra Club Florida.
Is our future one of pictures of trophy hunters standing over dead animals in vast concrete parking lots, or will it be the one that preserves the unique beauty of wild Florida for our children and grandchildren?
The commission voted 5-0 in favor of the hunt. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Yesterday's vote comes on the heels of the sudden resignation this week of FWC Commissioner Gary Nicholas, son of famed golfer Jack Nicklaus. Nicholas's position as a FWC commissioner has drawn scrutiny for his ties to golf course development companies with a history of projects on public land. A political cartoonist at Creative Loafing is out of a job because of criticisms the paper got after it published his cartoon of a starving child in Gaza. Bob Whitmore says that even though the cartoon seems to be a political statement about famine and war in Gaza, the corporate parent company of Creative Loafing considers it to be anti-Semitic.
The cartoon was in reference to the starvation that is happening to children in Gaza at the moment. It depicted a small child standing at one of the walls of Gaza. There's barbed wire at the top, strung across the top. And in the distance, the Israeli flag is fluttering. And then the caption says, Wailing Wall. The child is crying out, please give me food. And that is it in a nutshell.
Whitmore says dissent against Israel's actions in Gaza should not be considered anti-Semitism, and clarified that his firing came from Creative Loafing's corporate owners, not from the local newsroom or editor-in-chief Ray Roa, who is a WMNF volunteer. In a statement, Roa said, "For the record, I have been advised by Creative Loafing Tampa Bay's lawyer not to comment on the matter." WMNF reached out to CL's corporate publisher, but have yet to receive a response. You can see Bob Whitmore's cartoon on WMNF.org. Despite scores of infections linked to raw milk, Florida's Surgeon General says he supports human consumption of the product. The Tampa Bay Times reports in a post on X, Joseph Latipo said, "I support the decision to consume raw milk when sought for potential health benefits and protective factors. Be aware of your source and know the risks." It directly contradicts guidance by the Florida Department of Agriculture given in response to the recent outbreak of infection. 6 children under the age of 10 were among those infected, and 7 cases resulted in hospitalization. Severe complications were reported in at least 2 cases. The Guardian reports a grassroots organization of health professionals is calling for the removal of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. A new report from Defend Public Health, an organization of about 3,000 health professionals and allies, outlines major health challenges in the U.S. and the misinformation coming from the RFK-led department. It's going to be mostly sunny today with a high of 93 and a 40% chance for some afternoon storms. Lows tonight won't get much below 80 degrees, and the same forecast is on tap for Friday. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.